at the moment. Appa again tries to throw a combination.
Ezra, like I said, must know that he cannot afford to allow Appa to, have that momentum. He needs to find a way to ensure that he keeps him at bay.
Big left hook from Appa landed in that exchange of punches. Starting to produce a bit of quality. He was quiet in the opening round, but after that he's really picked up. Aranyenka struggling to find a way in behind Appa at the moment.
You see the way he protects himself. Very, very difficult boxer to actually stop. He only connects with some two big ones there.
Couple of good body shots from Appa.
Doesn't seem to bother Aranyenka though, because he keeps coming forward. But I think that I'm beginning to see better punches from good left hook there coming from Appa once again.
Landed that a couple of times. As you say, Ezra has dealt with the body shots well. I'm trying to think of a polite way to say he's a little bit thicker around the middle.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But he cannot afford to allow, the confidence level for Appa to keep going up, because if you ask me, I think Appa, there you go, Appa's taking the first two rounds, and it looks like he's on course to take the third one as well. So this is where I feel he needs to do something about it. And he needs to do it fast, because 3 out of 3 to your opponent with 7 more to go. You're not sure if it's going to fizzle out or not.
You've got a great idea. GoDaddy has the perfect domain name to go with it. It only takes a few minutes to register one with over 500 extensions to choose from. Take your idea.
Another solid round for the man in black and gold.
Make I move up like Bitcoin, money making my fusion. All the girls in the Brooklyn, they go take you the play on side. Now money, now they make you the man. Now go try to the set up for less. All the girls in the Brooklyn, they go take you the play on side. Now money, now they make you the man. Now go try to the set up for less. Never comes to my cons, so I don't realize it.
Slightly uncharted territory of late.
Fourth round, and of course pretty much where we started from, and it does look like Ezra starting to
needs to start just stepping it up.
Yeah, but Appa's doing the right things, putting in the jabs, getting very aggressive as well. Doesn't allow Ezra to turn him back. Nice one there, but didn't really connect. But
again, that left hand though, Ezra's not seeing it at all, is he?
Yeah, that's the problem you have with the southpaw. No wonder your friend said it should be outlawed. But it's a natural phenomenon, so there's nothing you can do about it. Nice one there coming from over the top from Aranyenka, but lovely body punches, coming from Appa, who's just doing the right things at this point in time. Basic, but there's the right things to do.
First time in a while that Aranyenka's landed a clean shot though. Sticks one to the body, but was dangerously close to being low. Might need a little bit of that just to turn the tide.
Lovely uppercut there. Now I just found out the boxer that Ezra reminds me of, even though he's more prolific than Ezra so far, Joe Frazier. Always, bending, coming forward.
I think he'd take that all day long. Looking to channel a bit of that in a Smoking Joe at the moment.
Yeah, but he needs to really try to go on the inside. That's where he's going to have his chance. But Apa's doing a fantastic job keeping him at bay, using all those long, arms of his. Difficult for Ezra, to get on the inside.
Ezra hasn't quite been able to solve the puzzle in front of him. A bit of a surprise. He is an educated man. He's got a degree in business and financial management from University of Salford. He's got a master's from the University of East Anglia, and he expects to complete a PhD later this year.
I'm not surprised he's fighting like an academic. If he's going to stop Apa, he needs to fight like a street fighter.
With that shot that landed a little bit lower, it suggested he did, but Apa now is starting to open up. But the big shots, left hand landed flush as well.
And I do feel that Apa has an issue as well. When you're muscular, when you're bulky like that, sometimes too much of muscles, make you fizzle up at the wrong time. He's thrown in some fantastic combinations, but I thought he gassed out and took a bit of a back step to, gather his breath back. And you don't want to give Ezra that because he's a very stubborn fighter.
I think that was a problem, wasn't it, that Lawrence Okoli found that Cruz.
Ooh, believe. Clockwise, thing that don't come. Money they make my move for sure. No go talk like I need better. Now money can they bring us. That's why I had them all over. But on the time I'm sober, now money no day. I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Push, push, I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Move, move, I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Push, push, I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Move, move, move. All the girls in the prequel to yeah, they go take you, they play your side. Now money, now they make you be man. Now go try to the set up for less. All the girls in the prequel to yeah, they go take you, they play your side. Now money, now they make.
And this is where he needs to start it. He needs to stop being defensive and really throw punches, because he can actually throw those combinations, but he's finding it difficult, like I said earlier, to get in. And Gotay is just doing everything that he needs to do. He knows how brutal, Azarenka can be, Arayenka can be when he gets on the inside. And look at that, that's the impact of the punch when he can get on the inside. But he's not finding it difficult because he's too distant away from... Oh, lovely combinations again.
Right left hand again, causing up Ezra just to bounce back onto the ropes. Hasn't troubled him too much, but it was a flush blow and it was right in front of us.
I have a feeling that if this goes to distance, Ezra might lose it, because Apa just doing the right things to score the points and keep himself at bay. That's it again.
Made sure that he's had these kind of flurries in every round, and again a great left, right, quick succession, volume of punches. Still though, Arayenka comes forward with little regard for his own safety. It is a strange defence.
I'm telling you, you look at the way he flashes those jabs, but they're not really getting to the destination. But for Apa, he's throwing his own jabs and connecting with some of them. We've actually felt the sweat, right where we are. Got a few times, look at that again.
It's right to the body. I wonder if Ezra just felt that. Drop down that left elbow. Right, that jab is slightly apologetic, isn't it? There's no snap behind it.
I just wish Arayenka could get on the inside. It's going to have to be a tough one. He'll probably just raise one of his hands to, guard his face and get ready to go on the inside. Because that makes it difficult for Apa to throw powerful punches. If you've got long reach and your boxer's fighting you on the inside, it's always going to be difficult for you. That's it.
Better starting to close the range now.
He needs to do more of that. Those left jabs that we saw him throw last December during the Death of December clash. Chaos in the ring.
Brought the crowd to life as well. There's quite a few in here backing Ezra Aranyeka. I'm afraid through 5 here, he's probably got himself into a bit of a predicament. Work to do over the second half of this fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Believe. The rules, man. Never know when customer comes, so I don't run like cynical. Clockwise, ding dong, kingdom come. Money they make my move for sure. No go talk like an ibesa. Now money and they bring us. That's why I had the mal over. Cause on the time I'm sober, now money no day. I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Push, push, push. I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Move, move, move. I dey find money, I dey find money, I dey find money. Push, push. Money, I dey find money.
He certainly made it rough against Ben Whittaker. Eventually losing the unanimous decision.
I'd have been fooled by this performance because it looked very pristine and clean.
Appa trying to start this round a little bit faster, but we wonder how low the tank is starting to get. It's going to be a test of the more chiseled man, but of course it's not a bodybuilding contest.
You see Aranyeka, but he still gets caught in it while trying to get on the inside. He doesn't seem to be bothered by the body shots, but he needs to score points.
Yeah, they may not be hurting him, but the problem is they are scoring shots.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Release that left jab of his. He's very quick with them. They may not be very hard, but they should score points, and that's exactly what he should be doing at this time.
After not finding it too difficult to get around this rather unorthodox defence that Ezra has.
Oh, lovely there. Absolutely lovely. Left hook catching Appa straight in the face, but the power behind it wasn't strong enough. Catches him again.
He's got to follow that up though, hasn't he? It's just been sporadic shots so far.
Oh, good combination there, but he's tiring as well.
That big right hook there. Again, the crowd come to life.
That's a rapid punch there, and of course he will. And we can see truly that the intensity of Appa definitely dipping gradually.
Slowed a little bit, and now suddenly Aranyeka is going through the gears, and forgive me for a stunned look because Adi Oladipo has just re-entered the building.
What's he doing?
It is chaos
in the ring.
In the ring and outside of it. Into the second half of this cruiserweight showdown.
Maybe Adi couldn't just leave Nigeria.
Well, they're fighting to be the king of Nigeria in the ring. The prince has returned. It's all happening.
Good.
For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.